Alright folks, today we're going to get into a modern IQ transmitter and receiver that you guys can purchase and get started. It's made by Edis Research. It's called the Usrp B200 Mini, and it's a pretty powerful little device, and it's basically a modern vector signal generator for transmitting and for receiving. It works by USB 3.0, and it can do output and receive anywhere from 70 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. Now, for you HF enthusiasts out there, don't run away. In the later videos, I'm going to show you how we can use this same device as an HF transmitter. And obviously, for those of you, what we're going to do for that is we're going to have some mixers involved. But for now, let's just go get the thing and set it all up on your computer. Alright, so this is a block diagram of what is inside this B200 Mini from Edis Research, which is, I guess, now a subsidiary of National Instruments out of Austin, Texas. So basically the device is controlled by USB 3.0, so it just plugs right into your modern Windows PC, and basically it's an SDR, but it can transmit or receive. So most of the SDRs are just receive. This guy, we can actually generate signals. And some of my upcoming videos, we're going to get into how we create signals using this B200 Mini. But first, I'm going to walk you through how you set it up, where you buy it, and all that good stuff. Alright, so if you want to buy one, go to this website. I'll have a link at the bottom of the video. Go ahead and select this one, the Usrp Mini. It's $800, a little bit pricey, but in my opinion, if you're going to drop $4,000 for some Anon or some other crazy ham radio gear, this with a standalone amplifier is going to blow the pants off of what an Anon can do. Anyway, but if you don't want to do any kind of development in one turnkey, well then by all means go to HRO and buy something already made for you. But for those of you that are experimenters and actually want to understand how all this stuff works, it's really a good thing to have in your home lab. Or if you're universities, professors out there, you should definitely be buying this for your students. After all, they're giving you about $20K a year. The least you can do is buy them some hardware. Anyway, off my soapbox. Alright, so maybe I convinced you to buy one, so while you wait for that to arrive in your mailbox, let's go ahead and get software. So to use this device, the software we're going to use is GNU Radio Companion for Windows 10. And you get GNU Radio Companion by going to this web page. Again, I'll have a link at the bottom of my video, so you can just go there. Alright, so this is the web page. For me, I would recommend installing 3.7. That is what I've used, and it works. So if you want something that works, I would recommend following me. And so we want 3.7, and specifically we want 3.7 13.5. So go ahead and download that. Typically that's about 600 megabytes file. Save that and go through the install on your PC. Alright, now that GNU Radio Companion is installed, open it up, kind of see other videos out there of what other block diagrams people have made. It's a pretty powerful tool for any kind of SDR transmission and SDR receive devices. So get familiar with it. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, so now your Usrp B200 Mini finally arrived in the mail. So open it up. I'm not gonna have a unpacking video for you. Hopefully you guys know how to open something out of a box. Anyway, get it out of the box. If you have GNU Radio Companion open, please close it. Go ahead and plug the B200 Mini into a USB 3.0 port. Alright, open up File Explorer on Windows there, find this PC, highlight it, right click on it, and then select Properties. Alright, then you'll get this pop-up here. Go ahead and select Device Manager, and when you plug in the B200, you're going to see this Westbridge thing. First time it's going to have some explanation point to it. That's fine, just because Windows doesn't know what to do. So just right click on it, say Update Driver. Alright, and this is very important. You want to click this, Browse My Computer for Drivers. Alright, then you click the Browse button here, and you browse all the way down into here. Basically the C drive, program files, GNU Radio 3.7, go into the share folder, and then go into the UHD folder, and then go into the images folder and select that Win USB driver folder. Alright, highlight that folder. Once you have that folder highlighted, then click the OK button. Alright, so if everything's working good, this is the path of what it should look like in the browse here. Once you got that selected like that, click the Next button, and it will install the driver. Simple as that. Alright, so let's go through a setup with GNU Radio to see if the B200 is working. So open up GNU Radio Companion. You'll have a blank page like this. Click this search guy here. If you don't have it over here already, click this guy here. Type in UHD, and hopefully you'll see UHD source. Just drag him into the workspace. Alright, this is what it will look like. Now double click on that and you'll get this pop up. So go into the General tab. Let's just tune a local radio station. So for me, there's a station at 88.1 megahertz. You can change it to whatever frequency you want. For now, let's just set the sample rate, which is this field here. Set it to 1 megahertz, and you can set it to 1 megahertz by typing in how I did, 1 e to the 6. Then click Apply, then click OK. All right. Now go into the next tab over, the RF options. Put in the center frequency. So for me, it's 88.1 megahertz. So you got to put it in hertz. So I put in 88.1 e to the 6. Gain value, I did 30. Seems to work pretty good. The antenna, very important. For the B200, you want to make sure that says RX2. That's the receive port. And the bandwidth will make 1 megahertz, so put in 1 e to the 6. Once you got these three fields populated, click Apply, then click OK. If you did everything right, this is what your Usrp source block should look like. It's got a center frequency of 88.1 megahertz, sample rate of 1 megahertz, a gain of 30 dB, and we're selecting the RX2 port on the B200. Alright, so let's just see that it's working. Go up to the search thing again in GNU Radio and type in this, put in phosphor here, and you'll see this QT phosphor sync. Drag him in to the workspace, then connect these two guys. So you just basically click there, and then click there, and then it will connect them with that arrow. Alright, so if we double click on the phosphor sync, this will be the pop-up page you'll get. Put the center frequency of 88.1 megahertz. Put the span of 1.1 e to the 6, so it's 1 megahertz span, 88.1 megahertz center. Once you put those in, click Apply, then click OK. If you did everything right, this is what your phosphor sync should look like at the end. Alright, so here's our source. Basically, this is how we get IQ data into GNU Radio from the B200, and then we're going to show the spectrum, and that's what this phosphor sync is. So once your little page looks like this, click the Save button, save it as something, and then click the Play button here. And if it's working, this should pop up. This is the fast FFT video that GNU Radio has. As you can see, here's the FM radio station at 88.1 megahertz, and these things on either side are the HD radio for the FM station. All right, I think that's enough for now. That's been your setup for the B200 Mini. Go out and buy one today. I'll be posting many more videos on this device, mainly on transmission. We'll send some upper sideband signals, lower sideband signals. We'll turn RF devices on and off by making pulses. So plenty of new videos on using this device. So it's worthwhile and useful. Thanks for watching, folks. See my other videos. Have a good one.